everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to EA Tetragrammaton, where we are playing It is turn 70. This might be a long game. Alright, let's jump into things. Okay, so we got a bit of little things going on as we move towards some of our bigger goals. NC5 has successfully empowered himself in blood. Nice. Very nice. I'm excited. I swear, if this boy doesn't stop putting his claws on me, he's going to get in trouble. Put that away. Put that away too. Put them away. I'm scratching the back of my freaking arm for attention. You stop that! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop that! Bad boy! Alright, we have successfully empowered in blood. I am bleeding. It sinks, right? God, you tapping motherfucker. I'm just gonna ignore him. He'll go away if I ignore him. Alright, we have been, for our hubris, we have been targeted by many whelps, many horrors. So, Hollow the Mound Fiend has been attacked by some spine membrane horrors. These guys are interesting because they have a mind blast, which is cool. I mean, that's legitimately cool. But, fortunately, Hollow the Mound Fiend's got a bunch of people backing him up. They come on in. Got Mushushus. Now, our Mushushus are no fucking joke. Especially on our capital with Gift of Health. These guys are terrifyingly strong. However, they're not blessed. So, whereas they could normally just ace these guys. A Holocast Blessing. I didn't realize Mound Fiends. I take it all back now. I expected this just to go way worse. Well, now that they're blessed, they can actually regenerate a lot. But this fucking Mushushu is still getting bodied. Also, this Mushushu is being dumb and not going around the back. Round the backside, round the backside. But now that they actually have magic attacks, right, it's way easier for them to hit. This guy got weakened and a limp out of this fight. And he's gonna die because he had poison on it, apparently. Poison? That doesn't make sense. Poison? There's gotta be something else besides just poison. Or maybe they have a very... Ooh, they have a death poison. Okay, yeah. 35 poison. I mean, Mushushus have inherently 15 poison resist. And then, I don't know, I don't think our Bless has anything. Yeah, we don't have anything resistance-wise for poison. And we don't have, we actually do not have our Bless up. That's another good point, right? So, we might have been able to out-regen this. But, so these guys may not have 15 attacks like, you know, some other horrors do, but they got a Mind Blast, which is dangerous, and they got a Stinger, which is very dangerous. Holy shit. You know what? If the AI was smart and they were just trying to be, like, punitive as fuck, if they just attacked, like, oh, I've hit that guy and poisoned him, attack a new target. Hit that guy, poison him. Oh, attack a new target. Hit that guy, poison him. Oh, I'm died. Yeah, I died, but I stingered 3 people. Those motherfuckers are gonna die. You know? That would be... I'm glad that the AI does not do that, but that would be... Ooh, that would be brutal AI. Right? Okay, so, also, Ishib 29 was attacked by 4 Belly Maw horrors. Alright, so Ishib 29 does have some bodyguards, and he does have some gyms. But Belly Maw horrors are horrifying. They have low damage tentacles, but at good attack values, right? And they weaken their targets, but they have a Belly Maw that hits very hard, and it hits worse against people who are smaller than them. Fortunately, we are not smaller than them. Unfortunately, you know. Unfortunately, Wave Warriors, just fucking instant incineration. Like, did I Wave Warriors them? Cast Wave Warriors. Did I Wave Warriors them? Can't Wave Warriors enemies, can you? Is that a thing? Nice to say, this guy dies. And I feel like I have to know that now. Wave Warriors. Caster transforms a handful of soldiers into semi-liquid beings. The transformed soldiers become very difficult to harm by physical means and wounds. Yeah, this is... Why would the AI cast that then? Why would they cast that onto a group of soldiers in the likelihood that they're going to hit the enemy? The AI never ceases to astound me with how stupid some of their choices are. Just insane. And why Wave Warriors? Why not Prison of Sedna? Like, take one of the enemies, take several enemies out of the fight. Like, no? What? No? Okay, cool. Fine, whatever. I don't know. The AI is dumb. The AI is very dumb. I didn't realize it was that dumb, but it's very dumb. Regardless, we lose that issue. And I don't mind losing the issue at all. I mind the AI being real dumb. Gala 22 has cast horror specs. We found nothing. That's fine. We got a series of battles. We're gonna flip through some of them. We'll watch anything that's ooh. Let's watch this Father Ill-Earth. Yeah, against some centaurs and stuff. Yeah, let's watch him. So he hits in. We don't want all that stuff. Get out of here. We want standard battle log. All right, what's he equipped with now? He's got that. Still got the flesh eater. Still got a shield of gleaming gold. Still pretty basic. He's legions of steels himself. He iron skins. He temper fleshes. Strength of giants. Summon earth powers. It still kind of irks me that the summon earth power is so late in the. I get it, right? It's that concept, but like, if you're gonna be all the way back there and you're gonna anticipate getting off a full script, like, is the strength of giants necessary compared to like the summon earth power? You know, like, can you not push that forward just a little bit, and then you're gonna be casting at a higher earth level, which means less fatigue, and you're going to be more. You're gonna have more reinvigoration for those portions that you have. But I don't know. I understand if you're like, I have to have temper flesh off first. I have to have temper flesh off first, or I have to have iron skin off first. Right? I understand those things. But Legions of Steel, Strength of Giants, even honestly, I think with how strong Father Podosian already is, you really need Iron Skin and Temper Flesh up first. You can't summon Earth Power first and then just deal without having like Strength of Giants or Legions of Steel if they get to you before then. Like I doubt it would matter. Regardless, And he actually is he's getting shot at with the paralysis. Holy shit, what do we got? We got Gift of the Hairs, Healing Touches, Elemental Fortitude, Protections. It's this guy. Letheldro, the Adept of the Golden Order. He's got a smasher back here, actually. So he's just tossing out fucking paralysis. And Iron Will, right? I could understand, like, turn 1 Iron Will, right? Because he's only got 17 magic resistance. If he were to get paralyzed, it probably wouldn't matter. But if he were to get Soul Slayed, you know, that would matter. He got paralyzed, and then he got unparalyzed. Kinda getting chunked. How? I guess he was only getting chunked by the Minotaur, right? And a Minotaur hits very hard, in fairness. So he took 2 more wounds this battle. That's dangerous. Oh, now he's bleeding. Profusely bleeding. He's had a fucking time of it. I guess when he gets paralyzed, he's pretty defenseless. Tangled. Actually surprising how frequently the Tangle Vines are hitting him. Also surprising that guy stuck around that long. Damn. Alright, that was a fun fight. Kind of sucks that Pedosian's getting all those wounds, but... Alright, what else do we got? We have done a couple of fights. We've attacked in Delufe. Go ahead and take a quick look here. This is an Ishib versus some PD. Liquid Body, Barkskin, Moss Body, Quicken Self. Come on in, Shrek 'em. Kick their ass. Save me, Moss Body, save me. Alright, so we are starting to fatigue out. Fortunately, I think there's only one guy here that can actually do anything about this. And it's the Minotaur, but the Minotaur, very rare. It's very rare if the Minotaur actually attacks us. He's normally behind the province defense. He's normally behind, so nice victory for our Ishib there. Battle in Monarch Woods, where another Ishib moves onto a fort. Liquid Body, Boss Body, Barkskin, Quicken Self. Easy peasy. Oh, suppose. Alright, cool. 16 more kills. Battle in the Forest of Springs. This is our Yeti. Strength of Gaia. Iron Skin. Temper Flesh. See, okay, so order of operations, right? I absolutely want Strength of Gaia up because Strength of Gaia is going to increase my regeneration to pretty astounding heights. Then I want Iron Skin up because Iron Skin actually takes my protection to a point where I could survive a lot with just 30 protection and 20% regeneration. And then Temper Flesh, because if I have to have 3 things to fight a battle, it's regeneration, high protection, and the ability to half the damage. Okay? And then it's Summon Earth Power, right? Because I want to reduce the fatigue that I have. But like Pedosian, for example, he has, I want to say he starts a battle with like 29 protection, right? He doesn't need to Iron Skin before he hits that point. Whereas fatigue could very well be an issue for him. You know, I don't know. Legions of Steel. And Legions of Steel gives so little comparatively that I think he starts his script off with Legions of Steel. That seems... Woof. Alright, so Yeti up against a bunch of tree boys. Big tree boys. I don't think they can even... With combination of Chill Aura and... Chill Aura, Vine Shield... high protection, decent defense... Like... Yeti Man, scary man. He ain't bad. Did I fatigued them out. Like, they can't run. They're just here to die. That's fantastic. Good job, Yeti Man. And Yeti Man's sitting here at 0 fatigue. Yeti Man's great man. Yeti Man is great man, except Yeti Man is susceptible to shock, so anyone could come in with like an air elemental and just fuck up Yeti Man's day. Oh, fuck. Alright. 17 kills there. We get to watch as Hinam attacks in Jabernia. This is a siege, and it's just a bunch of undead. He's just sieging against nothing with a bunch of undead, so that's cool. Bunch of undead giant rephites. Nicely done. Cool shit. Alright, we're done with that then. Unexpected event occurred in we lost some province defense. Annoying. Unexpected event occurred in the womb. This is truly a land of plenty. Since people no longer have to work for food, they are becoming less industrious. Great. Sloth +3. Province resources -10. That's annoying. Unexpected event in Scrawl Point. We get some nature gems. Nice. We're under siege in Perenna, but we're repairing the walls faster than they are being broken down. I do not know why this is the case. My only assumption... Here's my assumption. My assumption is that the AI is not actually having the AI is not sieging the province. Because there's like 30 or 40 centaurs there. They absolutely have the strength to siege that province down. We saw it, right? But I think they're just standing there now. I don't think they're sieging the province. That's pretty dumb AI. So I mean, we'll deal with it, but if we don't have to deal with it immediately, fuck it. Fortification in Monarch Wood is unharmed because it's just got an Ishib on top of it. We've patrolled some stuff out, and Ishib 21, the Ishib, has died from disease. Unfortunate. Okay, so what are we doing this turn? Mostly just moving things around and continuing on the execution of our pre-existing plans. So, we are moving a wide array of scouts outward so that we can have scouts on the periphery of our empire. We are attacking in a number of different locations. We are moving a big stack towards Pangea. It'll be in Wick Forest next turn. Supply usage should be okay. I didn't really actually... Oofa-doofa. I didn't really actually pay attention to our supply usage. Fortunately, there is a lab there, so if we feel like we're in trouble, we shouldn't be. We're only using 127 supplies, so we should be okay. And I think we're okay down here. We're also moving a stack down into the cracked earth. Maybe I will put... I've got into the N2. Let's put a bag of wine on her, just in case. Oh, yeah, because part of the reason why we've got so much negative here is because of all the galas. Yeah, this is a good idea. Let's also put a bag of wine on him, because we're leaving most of these galas behind, because they're not going to offer a whole lot of combat strength against random hand stuff, so we're leaving them behind as research, right? So we don't want to move out of the province and then suddenly like just die to diseases. So we've got 1, 2, 3 bags of wine is pretty good. We'll bring we got 4. We've got 4 bags of wine. That's 200. Yeah, we should be okay. That should be fun. So we are moving towards big army, moving towards Pangaea, raiding down into Andoria. We're holding on Monarch Woods, and we're moving Bone 1 forward with these Solus, and he's gonna go siege down Monarch Wood. Hopefully there shouldn't be any problems there. We're moving out Elders to start building up our province defense. We're building up some more Elders over here because we just had low income, so we didn't do a whole lot of things. We are moving an army from Titan's Breath Peaks. Very similar setup to what we normally do, right? We've got 87-ish mixed infantry, a bunch of Mushushu cavalry, right? We've got a small contingent of Yetis. We've got all the normal things. Bog Warriors, Mass Regeneration, Relief, Serpent's Blessing, Arrowfend, Wind Guide, Thunderfend, I think, is up. Howl. We've got all the stuff that we normally do, just in a smaller format, basically. And we're not producing 50,000 air elementals or water elementals or things like that. So they're heading down to Belagor because our plan is to try to take over this portion of the Panis Kailasan lands. Specifically, I would like to make sure that we take Silverfangs or Kailasa itself. We should be able to take Belagor without any real issues. We are sending out a new Ishib Raider, who's got a little bit of gear. Simple, easy peasy. He is prepped and ready to do. That should be in opposite order. Moss Body, Barkskin. Moss Body is way more important than Barkskin. So Liquid Body, Moss Body, Barkskin, Quick Itself. Should be good. Check this. See, this guy's out of order too. Moss Body, Barkskin. So he's gonna start raiding around. Esham 1 is jumping into the mix and things. I can't get him anywhere that I want him, unfortunately. So I think we're just gonna jump into Forest of Springs in order to raid or counter raid. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna leave the Holy See for right now. Not super worried about it. Continuing to build up province defense in a number of different areas. Researching, recruiting more galas for research. Our research is actually hurting kind of at the moment because we've got so many forces on the move. We probably should not be dedicating as much of this. Here's the thing though, we probably shouldn't be dedicating as many people to these attacks, but it's kind of, I feel like it's kind of an investment for the future, right? Because we could just attack with infantry and probably take most of the land from AI Pan. But one, we're reinforcing, making sure we have low losses, and two, we're also, more specifically, we're making sure that we have forces to deal with potentially Relay or Hinam in the area, right? Because that's, I mean, who's next on the list? Well, there's only so many people left. Famoria, Langa, Ictlin, Relay, and Hinam. That's pretty much it. So we need to have armies close enough to do things, and that's how that's gonna have to be. All right. So I think this is overkill, but I think it's important to have strength in the area. Speaking of strength in the area, we are going to be letting Perenna continue to be sieged. Because, I mean, the wall integrity is going up, and We are continuing to recruit things elsewhere, and part of the reason is because I am trying to continue to forge things and summon things and utilize, and that's taking all of my bodyguards, right? All of the Mushushus and the Inky's Chosen that I'm producing. Those keep getting dropped into forging Rings of Warning, or this is actually how we're adding into the mix. Boots of the Messenger, etc. But to kind of help alleviate things, we are setting up, we talked about this previously, we're setting up Gudu 58. He has a full contingent of bodyguards. He has Earth Gems to utilize. He's got a Ring of Warning to give him more bodyguards. And he is going to be summoning, probably for the rest of the game, Kusarikus, right? And Kusarikus are strong demons that are sacred, that we can utilize our Bless on. And also, interestingly, they have bodyguard too, I think. And they're pretty tough, right? They can stand up to some horrors. Not all horrors, but they can stand up to some horrors. They hit very hard. They have a chunky amount of HP. So this is going to help, hopefully, alleviate our reliance on these guys as bodyguards, so that we can mix in some of the Kusarakis, because we're basically going to start turning into, this is where we do ritual casting and forging, right? Because elsewhere we can take a look at our messages, right? We get killed, you know? So we want a full complement of Rings of Warning. We want individuals to have spare gems to be able to defend themselves with. Though I guess maybe not the water ones, since they're stupidly going to cast Wave Warriors on their enemies. What? And it's, you know, it's probably overkill. But it's one of the only ways I can think of to try to combat astral corruption. We will hopefully in the near future, I say hopefully, in 2 turns, we're going to have our god. We're going to try to make some kick-ass rings of sorcery, basically. And then we are going to jump into the Well of Misery Tartarian Gate game. Fingers crossed. But other than that, things are going pretty simple. Oh! One of the reasons why we had low income is because we have started... we didn't have low income. Low amount of money to play with is because... we have a very high income right now. Is because we are starting a Palisades over here in the Verdant Steppe. I do not know if I'm going to be allowed to finish this. I don't think Femoria is going to attack me, right? Because they're pretty busy with Mictlan right now. I don't know. Lanka might be eyeing me up as like a big bad. We'll see. But I feel like this is a pretty opportune moment. Probably would have been better 5 turns ago, right? I probably should have just bit the bullet and did it then. But hopefully we'll be able to get up a fortress here and defend ourselves. It's not very good province defense. Not that having a fortress actually makes it better, but at least with the Enkidu soldiers, they hit fairly hard, right? So, I mean, also our Dominion is starting to take hold a little bit over here. We want to build up an army. Knock Perenna, the centaurs off Perenna, and then we want to go take Javalkish. I want this to happen in the near future. Next, I can't say 5 turns because it's gonna take freaking, you know, I don't know. It's gonna take a little bit, but I would like to have that within the next 10 turns, less if possible. Maybe we could. I want to say we could do something, but the fire snakes and drakes means there's gonna be fire, which is something that we are not very well equipped against. But the Netter of Kings, like I would love to charm that guy or something, you know? I just don't think it's on the table for us. Charm is way down thaumaturgy. And I don't think we can wait that long, right? We have to rush up Conjuration 9 because we're trying to get Tartarians, but I don't think we can. I don't know. I'm unsure. Anyways, that is it for the turn. Not a whole lot of crazy stuff happening, but some interesting little developments here or there. We're gonna finish off the whole Pan scenario, and then we got to figure out what's going on next. We're gonna have a pretty big empire at that point, but that's dangerous because that's gonna mean there's a target on my back, especially since I am not a blood nation. I do not have really strong options if I cannot get tarts out sooner rather than later. These are going to be a real bad stuff. So, fingers crossed that our plan actually works out. I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.